What's up guys, Zami here and you're watching Heavy Metal Pomp. Today I've got another Pomade review for you. We're gonna be looking at one of the more recent additions to the Templeton Tonics lineup. For today we're gonna be looking at Templeton Tonics Atlas. Now this is an all-base pomade with a firm hold that's advertised to have an easier washout compared to your standard petrol-based pomade. And without further ado, we're gonna take a closer look at the jar right now. And here we have Templeton Tonics Atlas. Comes in a 4-ounce green plastic jar with a golden lid. Has a brown label with a graphic of Atlas on the lid. And it has these transparent cutouts that shows off the golden lid. And it looks freaking amazing. On the side you get the product name on this gold and brown label. You get the ingredients on one side. And some more information on the other side as well. Overall the packaging just looks really spectacular. And just gels with all the other Templeton products as well. And if you open it up, you get the standard yellowish pomade inside. Now just like any other product that you get from Templeton Tonics, you have a whole list of scents that you can choose from. The one I got is their Voyage scent. And the Voyage scent consists of West Indies Bay, sweet orange, cedarwood, clove, nutmeg, and aquatic notes. And in the jar I get this really dry, woody, spicy scent, and to be really honest, not a big fan of it. However, the scent does change once it's in your hair, especially after a few hours. It changes into this orange peel scent with a hint of spices. It's definitely not a bad scent, but out of the 3 Templeton Tonic scents that I've tried, it's definitely my least favorite. Anyway, scooping it out, it's firm but definitely has some pliability to it. Breaking it down, nothing to it. It's really easy, smooth, buttery. Definitely has some waxiness to it, but not overbearing at all. Going into the hair, slight grip to it, but once again still overall really smooth for a firm holding pomade. I'm applying it to completely dry hair, but if you're still getting quite a bit of tug and pull in dry hair, just apply in damp. Now the scent's definitely noticeable, but it's not overbearing, which is good for me because like I said, not a big fan of the scent, but you will definitely catch whiffs of it throughout the day. As for the shine, it has a pretty low to medium shine, but if you want to add even more shine, you can just throw some of their tonic on top. Slicking it back, goes through really easily. It's really slick. The comb just glides through with absolute ease. And even though it's not a super greasy pomade, you can get really good slickness from it, which I really like. Gonna style my hair now. Talk to you again in a bit. And I think I'm pretty much just gonna call that done. So as you can tell, I'm getting about a medium height. My sides are holding down well. This pomade isn't overly greasy, but I'm getting really good slickness overall. Getting that low to medium shine, and the scent's subtle but noticeable. So anyways, let's talk more about Atlas. Now going into this, I had some pretty high hopes overall because I'm just a fan of Templeton Tonics overall, and I really wanted them to do an all-base pomade. And overall, I really do like this pomade. It has some really good qualities and some that I wish could have been better. Now for starters, I think it's a pretty user-friendly pomade. Scoops and applies really easily and is able to style really well. I really like the slickness that you get with this. It's not overly greasy, but it's still able to keep everything nice and tight. Now the hold, even though sufficient, I think could have been slightly better for me because I don't really feel like it's a firm. Feels slightly more like a medium, maybe a medium firm at best. The endurance I feel is slightly lacking as well, especially if it's a really hot day. Doesn't really put up that well, and I do find myself restyling quite a bit. But as long as I use this indoors, it holds up just fine. Nonetheless, I think it has a nice balance of slickness and hold, and has a decent overall performance. And in standard Templeton fashion, this pomade will not only style your hair, but will also provide a certain level of nourishment due to the ingredients. Now as for the washout, is it easier to wash out compared to most all-base pomades? Yes. Is it easy to wash out overall? No. I still find that you get quite a build-up after the first wash, and it still requires about 2 to 3 showers with shampoo to fully cleanse it. You do get a nice clean build-up with this, and it doesn't feel overwhelming, but I also feel that it doesn't really add much to the whole on next day use. So anyways, final verdict on Templeton Tonics Atlas. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Overall, it's a really nicely balanced pomade. It's user friendly, has good slickness and hold, and provides some nourishment to your hair as well. I do find that the hold and endurance is pretty lacking for me personally, and a part of me wishes that it washes out a bit more easier than it does. Overall, I think it's a good addition to the Templeton Tonics lineup, and I do wish to see them further expand their catalog. If you think that this is something that you'd like, definitely check it out. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the review. Do leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel right here, or you can check out my last video right here. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.